The film opens in silence. A mysterious man is carefully crafting a small doll-like figure. Made of fabric, bits of metal, and fragile hope, he marks it with a number, 9. His voice echoes in the background, solemn and heavy. Man's pursuit of technology has brought about his own end. He places a strange metallic talisman in front of the lifeless figure, a final offering. Moments later, the figure, number 9, stirs. He falls from the table, eyes flickering with life. He picks up the metallic piece and examines it, confused. The world around him feels massive, foreign. He's small. He stumbles upon the lifeless body of the man who created him, now nothing more than a memory lost among research papers and broken machines. Curious and afraid, 9 opens the window, and the truth slams into him. The world is gone. Ashes. Rubble. Silence. Humanity has vanished. Civilization lies in ruins. Suddenly, movement. Another like him, dragging scraps across the dead city. 9 tries to speak, but no voice comes out. He inserts the strange talisman inside his body, and with that, a spark. Purpose. He searches for the other figure, but finds no one. The silence is haunting. The ruins whisper of a forgotten war, a tragedy too big for someone so small to understand. But then, light. Footsteps. Fear grips him. He hides, clutching a metal shard. A shadow looms. He strikes. But it's not a threat, it's another. Number 2. Old and kind, 2 marvels at 9. He sees the craftsmanship, the life in his eyes. Realizing 9 can't speak, he finds a voice box and installs it. 9 speaks his first words. Then 2 sees the talisman. He whispers. I've seen symbols like this, someone's been drawing them. But before they can say more, a sound. Danger. 2 urges 9 to hide inside a box as he arms himself with a spear. A beast appears. Metal. Wires. Red eyes. A machine built for destruction. It lunges, 2 fights bravely, but the creature is too strong. It takes the talisman, and 9 trembles inside the box, helpless. The monster returns, searching for him. He barely escapes, but not unscathed. Injured and confused, he wanders until he collapses. Later, he wakes. Another figure, number 5, has found and helped him. But the reunion is short-lived. An older figure enters, number 1. Strict. Controlling. Fearful. He scolds 5 for leaving the sanctuary, afraid their presence might attract the beast. 9 speaks out. We can still save 2. We have to try. But 1 shakes his head. He's gone. The beast took him. That means he's dead. Then comes 8, a towering brute, intimidating and silent. He ensures no one challenges one's authority. They all ascend to the top of a ruined tower. There, 1 tells the story of the past. The war between man and machine. How the machines turned against their creators. How gas bombs wiped out all of humanity. And how only the numbered survivors, small mechanical beings, remain. We hide because we must survive, 1 insists. Ask no more questions. But 9 can't let it go. He needs answers. At the watchtower, 5 shows him a symbol, drawn by number 6. The same as the one on the talisman. And 9 believes. 2 is still alive. Despite one's orders, he convinces 5 to help him. He saved me. Now it's my turn to save him. Together, they leave. They lose the map. They brave the wind. They follow the monster's trail through darkness and ruin. And then, They find it. The factory. Gigantic. Rusted. Haunted by the past. They step inside.
They enter the factory, a vast, eerie place filled with massive, broken machines, silent, lifeless, but watching. As they explore deeper, they spot a cage. Inside it, number 2, alive. 9 and 5 rush to him, relieved to see he's still breathing. But that relief turns to horror. The monster returns, carrying the metal piece, and it's heading straight to its socket. Just before inserting it, it hears them. It lunges. Chaos erupts. The monster's attack breaks open the cage, hurling it away. 5 grabs 2 and pulls him to safety, but 9 is trapped. The creature moves in for the kill, until 9 blinds it with the lamp. A struggle. The monster is too powerful. It corners them all. And just when all hope fades, a masked figure leaps in, casting a net. A fierce battle. The monster falls. The mask is removed. It's 7. Reunions. Relief. 9 thanks her. She saved their lives. Then, something catches his eye. The metal piece. He picks it up, drawn to the socket. 2 shouts, rushing to stop him. But it's too late. The piece locks into place. A blinding beam erupts, pulling out 2's soul. He's gone. But the nightmare is far from over. The energy awakens something. A massive machine roars back to life. A true monster, towering, many-armed, born of wires and rage. They run. 7 swings them across the gap. But she slips, hanging by a thread. The monster sees her. 9 distracts it with the lamp. A flash. She escapes. The 3 flee as the monster smashes everything behind them. They dive into a pipe, barely escaping its grasp. Outside the factory, 5 turns to 9. Why did you do that? 9, broken, admits he had no idea it would cost them so much. Worse, the factory is alive again. Machines waking. 7 says one thing. We have to destroy what we brought back. Inside the factory, the monster begins its dark work, using the tools left behind to craft another creature. Smaller, deadlier. Meanwhile, 9, 5, and 7 reach a ruined library. Inside, they find 3 and 4, twins, quiet and brilliant. They show 9 old files, newspapers, and a film. A scientist. He created a machine to build machines. But it turned on humanity, unleashing weapons, spreading war. When it was done with the humans, it turned on its creator. 9 understands now. The monster they revived. It will build an army. Unless they stop it. They need the metal piece. The key. And there's one who might know more. 6. But 7 refuses to return to 1. She walks away. 9 and 5 return alone to the sanctuary. They sneak in, searching for the drawings. But 8 catches them, drags them to 1. He's furious. You reactivated it? Before he can finish, 6 steps forward, handing 9 the drawings. Return it to the source. But 1 silences him. And as tension rises, 1 issues a final warning. Your curiosity will kill us all.
Suddenly, the flying beast, crafted by the machine, bursts into the scene. Chaos erupts as flames ignite and it attacks without mercy, trapping 1. Just as it lunges, 8 intervenes, landing a blow. But the creature is too powerful. It throws 8 to the ground, forcing him and 1 to flee for their lives. Meanwhile, 9, 5, and 7 descend in a basket. But the creature strikes again, severing the rope and scattering them. 9 scrambles through a window, searching for another way out. From the rooftop, he sees 1 and 8 running, the beast soaring above them, closing in fast. 8 hurls scissors at the monster, momentarily stalling it. But he slips, almost falling, grabbing the edge just in time. 9 rushes to help 1, using the sun's reflection to blind the creature. It misfires, hitting a hook by mistake, and crashes down, dragging 9 and 1 with it, trapping them all. Before the beast can attack again, 7 arrives and launches a strike. The creature dodges but snags her with a hook, pulling her toward its jaws. 9 grabs her, holding on tight. 8 cuts the rope, and the monster is caught in a spinning propeller. The aircraft tilts violently. 9 barely catches 1 before he falls, but the monster grabs 1's cloak. He tears it off just in time. Though the beast is still dangling, it inches closer, until 5 and 7 connect the power. The fan roars to life, spinning at full speed, pulling the creature in and destroying it. But the refuge is lost in the fire. They abandon it, heading toward the library. Unseen, a surveillance drone relays the events to the massive beast at the factory. Enraged, it spots the body of 2 and sees an opportunity. Bait. At the library, 9 and his friends arrive. 5 treats 7's wounded leg. 1 orders 8 to guard the entrance. Alone, 8 sits on a broken statue's arm, playing with a magnet. Meanwhile, 3 and 4 show 9 a book, its symbols matching the ones on the metal artifact. 6 says 9 must return to the source. But 9 doesn't understand. As usual, 1 interrupts, telling them to forget it. He rips the page, warning that curiosity will kill them all. He confesses he sent 2 to explore alone, and it got him killed. 7, furious, nearly attacks him. 9 stops her. She storms off. 9 then declares he must return to the house where he first awoke. Maybe that's the source? Elsewhere, 8 is still playing with the magnet when he hears something. He searches and suddenly, 2 appears. A beam shoots from his eyes, magnetizing 8 into unconsciousness. Something else is controlling him. 1 walking alone, fuming at 9's curiosity. So much like 2's, believes it will get them all killed. But then, 2 appears. Another beam, 1 falls. Then the true horror is revealed. The giant serpent controlling 2's body, horrifying and grotesque. It sews 1 into itself, next to 8. 9 and 5 arrive. The serpent tries to put them to sleep too, but 7 slashes through 2's body, breaking the control. 9 seizes the moment and frees 1. 5 fires a bolt into the serpent's eye, but it's too late. It grabs 7 and flees. 9 chases but fails. The serpent disappears. He returns to the others, declaring they must follow it and save 7 and 8. Predictably, 1 refuses, reminding them what happened to 2. But 9 is firm. He won't let that happen again. Soon, we reach the factory, surrounded by patrolling drones. Hidden in the shadows, 9 turns to 5. Destroy the beast, he says, even if we don't make it back. Then, we see 9 sneaking into the factory, unnoticed by the machines. He spots the giant monster holding 8 captive. Suddenly, 9 uses the metal piece, which emits a beam and drains 8's soul. The monster grows even stronger. At that moment, an idea flashes in 9's mind. A plan to lure the serpent-like machine. He starts building a special trap. Meanwhile, the serpent begins pulling 7 out to offer her to the monster, hoping it would absorb her soul. But just then, it sees 9 approaching. It lunges at him and grabs him. But it's a trick. 9 has tied the machine's threads to a pulley system. The trap activates, and the gears pull the serpent in. 9 cuts the threads, destroying the machine and saving 7. She thanks him, overwhelmed with relief. At the same time, 5 and the others prepare a barrel of fuel, ready to blow up the factory. But they wait, hoping 9 and the others will escape first. Unfortunately, a machine spots them. 5 throws a hook at it, pulling it down, but that triggers the alarm. 1 quickly ties the barrel to a rope to stop the machine from escaping. When the giant monster hears the alarm, it sends swarms of small robots to chase 9 and 7. They run desperately, diving into a tunnel that leads to where the fuel barrel is waiting. Luckily, 5 and the team see them and ignite the fuel. They push the barrel into the tunnel. 9 and 7 barely dodge it and escape just as it rolls through. The barrel reaches the bottom. Flames spread, and the entire factory explodes in a massive fireball. Fortunately, 9 and his friends had gotten far enough. They watch as the place burns, relieved at their victory. Music plays and they begin to celebrate. Until 5's face turns pale. The monster is still alive, and it's coming for them. He runs to warn the others, but the monster grabs him. It uses the metal device to drain his soul, then tosses it aside. 9 and the others are horrified. They flee toward a bridge. 6 tells 9 the souls are trapped and must be freed. As they cross, the bridge starts to collapse. The monster can't follow, but manages to grab 6 before the bridge falls, trapping them both. With his final breath, 6 tells 9 to go back to the source. There, he'll understand everything. The monster takes his soul. 1 is furious, convinced they must destroy the creature no matter what. But 9 believes their friends' souls are still inside and heads back home alone. There, he searches the lab of the scientist who created them. He finds an old box labeled with a number. Inside, a video plays. The scientist appears, revealing that the Chancellor corrupted his invention, turning it into a monster. To protect humanity's essence, he created the 9, each one carrying a fragment of his soul. 9 watches in awe as the scientist demonstrates how the metal piece works. After the recording, the scientist uses it to transfer the last piece of his soul and dies. 9 is stunned. He rushes back to tell the others. Meanwhile, 7, 1, 4, and 3 use a cannon to fire at the monster. 9 arrives, warning them. The souls inside must be saved. But the monster charges. 1 fires the last shell, but it's not enough. The monster keeps coming. Barbed wires entangle it, slowing it down. 9 seizes the moment and shows 7 how to use the metal piece. As the monster breaks free, it ignites a fire, causing a massive explosion. Everyone is thrown into the air. 9 survives, barely, but 1 is gravely wounded. The monster approaches. 9 tells 7 to let it take his soul. It's the only way. He says goodbye, stepping forward, but 1 shoves him aside and sacrifices himself instead. As his soul is pulled away, 9 grabs the metal piece, activates the symbols, and unleashes a powerful beam that tears the souls from the monster. The monster writhes, overwhelmed, then explodes. Its parts rain down around them. 9 lies on the ground, holding the device. 7, 3, and 4 run to him. He's alive. Later, they build 5 graves for their fallen friends. 9 activates the device once more. It glows, then opens. The souls of their friends rise one by one, floating into the sky, finally free. Rain begins to fall gently. The world is quiet. Only 9, 7, 3, and 4 remain, and the future is now theirs to build. Don't forget to like and subscribe, honey.